What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 15 of Pocket Talk. You're doing 51.
Fuck.
You fucked it up. I hope you enjoyed all of our E3 stuff. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Which is why we're going to start off with our Best in Show award, I guess. We're both going to pick a game that we think is the game you should be excited for and the game we're the most excited for. So, John, you go first.
Yeah, because you don't have one. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so I think mine's pretty obvious. I made a video on it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for ReCore.
Yeah.
That game looks really awesome, even though I think it's going to be reviewed probably around like the 7s.
You think so?
Yeah, it looks raw. It's going to be somewhat underdeveloped. I already, just from pre-show footage, I can kind of tell like, it might be a little undercooked. But it looks really fun. It looks really awesome, and I think it's just going to harken back to certain games that I like. Like, I think it's going to be a good kind of like answer to what we want from a Mega Man game, though in 3D, and I think it's gonna like give me my Jet Force Gemini itch that I want really badly.
That would make sense. Yeah, I watched a bunch of footage after you made the video because I didn't know GameSpot put so much stuff out about it.
Yeah.
And I was like blown away by this game. I'm like, this looks amazing. This looks like so much fun.
And if you guys don't know what ReCore really is, it's like a third-person shooter / platformer. Kind of somewhat developed by the guys who made Metroid Prime, which came out around 2002, 2003. Can't remember exactly. Possibly 2001.
That time.
And then
it was a GameCube game.
Yeah, and then it was also being developed by a guy named Kenji Inafune, who is was the creator of Mega Man, used to work for Capcom, and with his own company Concept is kind of helping out with that game. So I think it's really exciting.
Them later.
Yeah, we'll get to them later. And Adam,
if I have to, I'm kind of torn between two games, and they're both games I would probably have the most fun playing with people. So I'm torn between Ghost Recon, the new Ghost Recon game, because that looks fucking awesome. I'm a sucker for Ghost Recon and like Rainbow Six. So they showed the demo at the Ubisoft press conference, and I'm like, this looks so good.
Right.
You could play with 4 people, and I'll have separate things, and it's just ridiculous and actiony, and I don't want it to be super actiony. I like the tactical aspect of the Ghost Recon games too, but like I've always liked Ghost Recon, so that's always a big up. The other game is Sea of Thieves.
Really?
I think you're completely turned around on it, but I really like what I see from Sea of Thieves. I think with 4 people captaining a ship, like being on a ship shooting cannons at other people, like that just sounds really fun, and I'm sure I'll have like 3 or 4 people on, at least 3 people on Xbox that'll play with me for it. So
I find it, well, I'll be one of them because I'll still buy it.
Yeah.
But I find your picks really interesting because they're kind of on two ends of the spectrum.
They really are.
One is this like Ghost Recon's this military
shooting
like,
dudes,
like military shooter, but like with a lot, you hopefully, more tactical input.
Yes.
Which is actually, and the series has been in somewhat of a decline. Future Soldier was kind of okay.
It was alright. It was a fun game, but it wasn't really like, I really liked Advanced Warfighter. Like, I like the Grow Up series. I like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, both of them. So, I mean, Advanced Warfare was Advanced Warfighter was the newer, or something like that. And the Future Soldier, is that the newest one?
Future Soldier's the newest single-player one.
Right, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say that then this series has been somewhat in decline because the latest release was Ghost Recon Online. Which was like just a free-to-play.
Was just an arena shooter. And which is
just
crap.
Multiplayer game. I heard it was okay. It wasn't great.
I didn't really like it.
Okay.
Future Soldier, I thought was pretty fun. I thought it was a blast to play, but it wasn't like the old school Ghost Recons that I remember playing. So
yeah, no.
I'm hoping this one's like you have 4 people, you really do need to play tactically. I don't want to be able to run up into a place and just shoot I don't want to be able to Rambo it. I want I want to be penalized for that. So we'll see how it turns out.
Hopefully it'll be more in line with what we used to see, and hopefully maybe with SOCOM and maybe some Full Spectrum Warrior.
Oh, SOCOM coming back would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't
Thinking
think
about it, that game was so good.
I don't think that game's coming back anytime soon.
It probably won't, but that game was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Sea of Thieves, pirate ships, getting drunk.
Yeah. So Sea of Thieves, I find the other pick you have really interesting because Sea of Thieves is on the opposite end. It's kind of this like open world, somewhat MMO multiplayer
Pirate game
where you're basically pirates doing whatever you want, exploring, drinking, fighting each other, doing whatever.
It's great.
It's kind of interesting. I don't know. The trailer they showed at E3, not really.
I think it's gonna be fun if you can find like 3 of your friends and be on a ship and each one has separate jobs. Like I think that's cool.
I think I want to see more of it. It kind of has the No Man's Sky feel to me right now, where I've seen parts and I'm like, I want to see how this all comes together. Hold on.
I agree.
Yeah. And that was our games of the show at E3.
Those are games of the show at E3.
There were a lot of other great games.
The only other thing I want to talk about really fast was the EA presser, because we never got to talk about them because you never watched them.
No, I didn't.
The EA presser was largely incredibly forgettable. They did show off the new FIFA has a story mode. The reason I'm excited for it because it reminds me of the Fight Night games, the Fight Night story mode. So maybe that'll be interesting, but it probably won't. But and they didn't really show anything. They didn't show anything on new FIFA. So I know it's on Frostbite, like every other goddamn EA game is. But it's like, but it has a story mode. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. I want to be able to just completely fuck my career up.
I don't know.
Just be an asshole and just ruin everything.
I kind of wanted always like from a soccer game or like just like being able to create your own character and then run through a career, but with some real storyline to it.
Yeah, well, this is what this is trying to do. You just have a preset character.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it'll be actually really cool. I don't really care. To be honest, I'm not gonna buy it.
The only thing that sucks about it, and of course it has to probably either do with licensing or it's just too vast to be able to do every single league, is that it's only in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think that probably has to do with licensing.
I don't think it's licensing. It's FIFA. I think it's just restrictions. I just don't think they want to be like, we have to write stories for every single place you go.
And then you need multiple actors to have like. Too
you need the Italian version. I want to play for like Torino or something for no reason.
I hope the story kind of starts with like you don't start in the Premier League. You start with like.
I'm pretty sure it is. No, you start like as like a young up and coming like. New Wonder Kid superstars of the Premier League.
Like, why don't you start with like your high school career or like?
Because it's European more. Because you'd be more in an academy.
An academy or something. That'd be fine.
I don't know.
I don't know. That I hope like you'd start with like maybe in the championship or something and you move your way up.
That'd be cool. But it probably won't be like that. Maybe the story mode will have you're so shitty in the Prem you get loaned out to a championship team.
Maybe, like if you
off to Cardiff you go.
That'd be nice. That'd be good. I doubt
Manchester United. That's what they showed off. Like he plays for Man U, but you can pick any team you want. I think.
Oh, you can?
I think so. I think you can pick any team in the Premier League, not just Manchester United. Manchester United.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make my.
Do it.
Nope.
Do it.
No.
Fine.
Manchester United.
Yeah. Can't believe it. Manchester United. Also, you just drop syllables because that's what
okay. The only reason I say it like that is because there's a guy I know from England who said it like that one time.
He just drops
he was
letters.
So excited. He was so excited. He said it like that. I'm like, what? It's like Manchester United. I'm like,
oh, I got you, fam.
So it was funny. It was pretty fun. Yeah.
Remember how we talked about KG Inafune before?
Yeah. And he's great. He's still great, right?
I don't know. I don't think he's that great right now.
No, he's hurting bad.
Mighty Number 9 sucks.
Yeah. Mighty Number 9 is Kenji Inafune's newest game from his new company, Concept, which I explained before. He used to work for Capcom.
Yep.
And it was the first game he kind of announced on Kickstarter to get funded.
Yeah.
And it was kind of supposed to be a spiritual successor to Mega Man, which is a side-scrolling platformer where you jump, you shoot. It's pretty simple. Jump and shoot, and that's about it. And gain other people's power. And the game's kind of...
It's hilariously average.
Yeah, it's pretty just all right. And that's pretty disappointing.
Considering they got $4 million from Kickstarter.
Yeah, they got quite a lot of money. And I think what's more jarring is, see, the gameplay being okay is like, all right, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
It looks like, physically looks terrible.
It looks like a shitty PS2 like budget game.
Yeah, I'm really just shocked on how the art style looks kind of okay, but it actually being put into the game, just they make it's all muddy looking, and
yeah,
the
colors are super flat.
Yeah, it really is disappointing.
Especially when you consider, like, on their Kickstarter page, there's a person that put out a YouTube video that compared the game that came out to the like prototype that they worked on for 7 days, and the 7-day prototype looks 500 times better than the game that actually came out.
I have no idea how that's possible. I would love to see that video. I didn't see that.
Plus, if you kickstarted it on Mac, Linux, and Xbox 360, it got pushed back.
Well, that doesn't bother me so much. Those versions will eventually come out. Is it worth it at this point?
No, I don't even care. I kickstarted the game. If it came out today, and I do not want to play it.
Yeah, it's that's 7-day prototype. What happened? It was clearly budget constraints, and on top of just mismanagement that killed.
They had to have mismanaged the money. $400 million they got.
The other thing that really I think hurt Concept.
They should have just picked one platform.
They should have picked one platform, but the second thing is they've been making several different games while Mighty No. 9's been in development.
That's true.
And that's one of their biggest problems. Like, they announced Mighty No. 9, and they had like 5 other games they announced.
They started like 2 other Kickstarters after Mighty No. 9 ended.
They stretched themselves out too thin, which destroyed Mighty No. 9. And I've read a few
they're working
reviews.
on ReCore.
Yeah, and then, of course, and ReCore's coming out soon, so clearly they've been working on that.
Yeah.
So I think, I've read some reviews on Mighty No. 9. They all kind of line up around the same thing. The dash mechanic is neat.
Yeah.
Platforming's uninspired. Right. Level design's uninspired.
I mean, I've looked at 90% of the levels. They look like crap.
The weapons you gain, like 2 are good, and everything else kind of is useless and boring.
Yeah.
Main Buster is better than anything else in the game.
Yep.
That's about it. I mean, the only thing I can see this game even being used for is for speedruns, because it's so fast that it might be fun.
I agree with that.
It might be fun to speedrun. That's about it.
But, like, I can't believe I just don't get it.
Yeah.
A Mega Man game's not hard to make. Evidently, it's incredibly difficult to make a good Mega Man game, and I just don't get it.
I mean, Mega Man's all about the level design.
Yeah, and how do you make shit levels?
So basic. I'm surprised in him, since he's working on this kind of stuff for so many years. But I'm pretty sure he didn't actually have much of a hand in it. He had his hand in 5,000 other projects. How can he be focusing on this one?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people, I just think at the end of the day, it just became mediocre.
It is what it is.
Stretched too thin. Mediocre level design.
I'm really pissed. If to be honest, if you're one of the 60,000 people that backed it, like, there's something that, like, this game has really pushed me off of Kickstarter. Like, for anything Concept ever brings out again, I'm never going to Kickstart another thing from them. And I feel like I've said this already on PocketTalk, because we've talked about Mighty No. 9 before, when it got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just so infuriating to have a game that I paid money for it like 3 years ago. They took my money 3 years ago, and I'm still like, I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll never pre-fund a game. I can't think of a game I pre-funded. I don't think I've ever pre-funded a game, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I've only pre-funded a CD. And that was okay.
Yeah.
But, I'll never pre-fund a game. It doesn't make sense. I'll pay the extra $5 when it comes out if it's good.
Sometimes the price difference is jarring. Sometimes it is more expensive.
That's fine.
Like, way more. Not like just $5. Like, sometimes it's like $10 to $15 more.
That's fine. I'll wait for a Steam sale then.
Yeah. You just have to have faith in the developer, and I have no faith in Concept anymore. None whatsoever. Like, and when I heard they were working on ReCore, I'm like, But it's like part of the Metroid Prime team too, so I have faith, and like ReCore looks like a good game, and it looks like it's actually being made properly.
Yeah, but also that's why I think the game's also janky.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I think it's just like
it sucks because you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, they can make good games. They've done it before, but it's like they clearly don't understand how to do certain things right now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z was highly underrated. Got horrible reviews, but I thought, no, the game's pretty good. So
Yeah.
I thought, I think they're capable for sure, but
Yeah.
they need to, I think, focus on one game,
True.
work on that for 2 years, 3 years, and then push it out, and then do that.
I also think them stretching, like, just to go back to the multi-platform thing, I think them stretching to a bunch of platforms was a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
They should have just picked, like, it's coming out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, that's it. They're on, like, every single fucking platform they decided to do. It's like, it's suicide.
Yeah.
I gotta port my game to fucking 15 platforms, great.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the game looks shitty.
I don't know.
They gotta account for, like, the 3DS.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they making like a shitty, like, is this just an up-res 3DS game? Like, is that what it is in the 3DS version, or is the 3DS version a down-res version of the PS4 version? Like,
how could that be? It looks so bad.
I don't know. Like, I just don't understand how you could be like, yeah, we're gonna do all these things, and then completely fall flat. Or you have a developer like Yacht Club that did Shovel Knight that's perfect.
Yeah, and they ported it.
It's the thing that sucks. It's like there are people that deserve to be Kickstarted, like Yacht Club with Shovel Knight, Harebrained Schemes with the Shadowrun games. Like, they deserve that stuff. But, like, what the hell is going on with the rest?
Yeah.
Like, these people kickstart games and they just either don't come out or they're just complete garbage.
Get that Conan Barbarian game yet?
No. I don't have my fucking board game.
And that's one of the issues with Kickstarter. You kickstart something and you think it's going to come out in 3 years and it comes out in 8.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing that sucks.
Still.
The thing that sucks is that when you start a Kickstarter, it's going to turn to this is going to turn into a Kickstarter rant. But like you do a Kickstarter and it's like, okay, the projected date of completion is such and such a date. That doesn't mean you have to get it by then. That means it could be later. I was supposed to get the Conan the Barbarian, and to be honest, the board game looks awesome.
Yeah,
and it's not like the game doesn't look good. But, like, I was supposed to get it, like, almost a year ago. And they're like, well, we don't have manufacturing. We're running behind on shipments. And we're running behind on parts and pieces and stuff. And I'm just like, just give me the fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys knew how many people donated to your thing. You knew how many you had to make. Like, fuck off with this.
Yeah,
don't tell me you're taking it to board game conventions and people are playing it and they like it. That's great that they like it. I want to fucking play it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so frustrating. Kickstarter's a motherfucker.
It's a mess. A lot of people have been calling it a mess, and I think crowdfunding is turning into a massive, 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 massive disaster.
And people go to GoFundMe or Indiegogo. Indiegogo, at least you keep the money either way, which is terrifying in a sense because you could just take money from people and not give them the thing.
Yeah. GoFundMe is also a crock of crap.
I think GoFundMe, you have to hit your goal, though, to get it. I think it's like Kickstarter in that sense.
No, you're mixing them up. Indiegogo, I think you have to hit your goal. GoFundMe, you don't.
I don't know. It's one or the other.
It's one or the other. There's, I don't know. Crowdfunding is a disaster because the people making crowdfunding campaigns aren't living up to
they're
decent expectations.
They're over. Who the fuck the guy? What the hell's the guy's name?
Tim Schafer? Is it Tim Schafer?
No, they're Molyneuxing it, where they're over promising and hardcore under delivering.
And Goddess was a Kickstarter that he made.
He did, and that game suck too.
Dude. I actually Googled Goddess out of curiosity, and basically what happened was, they made a mobile. They said the mobile version's not going to be key. The mobile version's, I think, the only one that's complete, and there have been conflicting reports where people inside it said no, Peter Molyneux only cared about the mobile version. I don't think the Linux version and the PC version are even complete. I don't think they're ever going to be complete.
They probably won't. It's like that's the thing that sucks. And you can complain to Kickstarter and you'd be like, I want my money back, and they'll refund it. But it's like, that's the fucking, now you know how these publishers feel when they invest in a thing. Like, this is a thing. Like, the frustration you have. Imagine if you're a multi-million-dollar company that pumped $25 to $30 million into something, and it's a sack of shit, and it doesn't make its money back.
It's funny. Crowdfunding has given me sympathy for, like, Activision and EA.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it's given me sympathy because, like EA, I think, published. It wasn't EA. It was two not 2K. What went under? Take-Two?
Take-Two went under.
Take-Two. Take-Two did Costume Quest, I think. And
I don't remember.
they would publish, I think, other games from like Double Fine.
Mm.
And I think they would always complain, or a publisher would always complain they were late.
Right.
And they needed more money.
Right.
And they were frustrated. They were like, "Come on, we gave you the money. You gave us a budget plan. You did not follow it. That's really frustrating." Tim Schafer takes money from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
He does. He gets his budget.
We're going on to Broken Age, aren't we?
Well, it's just a Kickstarter. He takes his money, and I like Tim Schafer. He makes great games. Not the point right now.
He's kind of a dick face, though.
He takes the money, and then goes over budget.
Yep.
Needs more money, and you look at where he went over budget with. It's like, yeah, I want Elijah Wood in my game to say 3 lines. That sounds like a great idea. What the fuck are you spending money on that for?
Yeah, it's just poor money management 90% of the time.
It's just bad management from these guys a lot of the time. It's not that they're not good creative people. Kenji Inafune, Tim Schafer, the guys who make Shadowrun. I'm not trying to lump good and bad together, but like, they're all good, artists. Just some of them aren't good.
Some of them aren't smart. Some of them, like Tim Schafer and Keiji Inafune, aren't smart at managing their money, whereas the guys at Harebrained Schemes knew exactly what kind of a product they were putting out. That is what they're doing.
Yep. They were better at managing their money.
Mm-hmm. Shadowrun was the best Kickstarter I ever did.
Yeah.
I got a fun game, and I got the expansion to the fun game.
And how many years ago was that?
And it only took and I kickstarted it, and I think it only took a year after the Kickstarter finished for the game to come out. Perfect. It was perfect turnaround time. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking Kickstarter.
And there's nothing much you could do about it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how Psychonauts 2 does. I
forgot that got kickstarted.
I can't wait to see that take 8 years.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 3 or 4, and it's going to be he's going to need money at one point. If he needs money again, I'm just going to be like, God, man.
I kind of start thinking about Shenmue as well.
I think it's going to be bad. I have this.
We didn't see that at E3. That was a game we saw nothing at E3 whatsoever.
I have a feeling it's going to be bad.
I have a feeling it's not coming out. I feel like it's going to have the Last Guardian kind of work cycle where it's not coming out for 8 to 9 years.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I hope I'm really wrong. Part of me is it's gonna be bad.
I don't know.
When I saw the first screenshots and developmental footage, I'm like, oh god, this looks horrible.
Well, it looks like an up-res Dreamcast game.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I'm sure it'll look different. It'll go through cycles of how the game's gonna look and how the game's gonna play. But
yeah,
what are you gonna do? Flippity floppity floop.
Fingers crossed for Shenmue 3. I want that game to be good.
Yeah, well, we don't know if it's going to be good or not. It's probably going to suck, like every other goddamn game that comes out.
Yeah.
You know what game I'm excited for? It comes out next week, The Technomancer. That looks cool. It looks like this weird sci-fi RPG from a company I've never heard of, and I've been looking at videos of it, and it looks kind of cool. Go check that game out.
Cool, I'll look it up later.
And it's not $60. I think it's $40. It might be on sale right now for $35 before the game comes out. So I'll do that with a $40 game. Buy that for $40.
ReCore $40. Buy it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I like that idea. I like that it's coming out for $40, which means it's not okay, I'm not expecting some kind of ridiculous super game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's it. I think this is the end of Pocket Talk. Not forever, but the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. As always, drop a like on the Twitter. At the Twitter. Drop a like on the video. Man, this is a great outro. Dropping that like on this video for Adam fucking up. You can always follow us on Twitter at PeterPocketGames. You can share this video as well if you so desire. Or you can also give us a follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/AdamPeta. And this is the final time I'm plugging John's, twitch.tv/Jonathan_Peta. Because
I'm not going to stream.
You're going to stream.
I'm not going to stream.
Going to make it happen. We eventually will have to figure out a day where we stream together. That's the only time you stream.
That's the only time I stream.
Oh, God. This has been Pocket Talk episode 15, and I'm hoping you enjoy the rest of your week. Brr. That creepy thumb zoom.